But the worst part is that it's my money. I work in the street here across the town, in the factory. I left my kids home. Now this woman next door to me, she little girl every day, 12 years, and go to work and to dress herself up because she couldn't afford it. She making me sign that one child is nothing. Are you not aware about the fucking building? Excuse me. I'm sorry. He's a boss. He's a boss without honor. Literally, he's a boss without honor.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give him honors. I work. We work. John, look at it.
Like how high the building is, but why is nobody caring about I'm going to have a parking garage across the street from my house? My house was there first. It's not even my house. That was my husband's mother's grandparents. That house has been in the house for generations, and the only thing that's keeping me there is my husband because he loves Bayonne. I couldn't give a I couldn't care because you know why? Because it has been dumpy. I've been to a shower, and my Aunt Lorraine and a lot of people live down in North Street. They lived in nice, beautiful houses in North Street. They left Bayonne. Do you know why? Because the taxes. They skyrocketed. My taxes doubled in like 15 years. And then I'm going to live across the street from a parking garage, paying $9,000, $10,000 a year to live across the street from a parking garage. That shouldn't be there. That is a residential property. So I don't know how the zoning commission got that passed for all the people that have to live there.
Within City Hall and outwards from it, you sit in a position of great trust, and with that comes great responsibility. Tonight's vote on the redevelopment plan is unnecessary because it was already voted down last council meeting. And I would just like to explain why before anyone intervenes. Councilman Galais was pilloried after the last meeting unfairly, but he deserves more credit than he's gotten, and above all, I think everyone here needs to hear the truth. So Councilman Galais said after he voted down the redevelopment plan, and I quote, "No, I'm sorry about this. I'm just doing this because I want to see the building. I want to see what's going on." Sal was trying to explain he's sorry, he wants to see development in town, but there's not enough information for him to approve this plan as it is. He wants to see what's going on. He's voting no. At this point, unfortunately, you, Mr. Sloan, turned around, faced Councilman Galais, and said, "Then don't vote no, you'll kill it." I had never seen such a brash violation.
I didn't say no, don't
Yes,
vote
you did,
no.
and there's a, go back to the tape. Go back to the tape. You said, "Then don't vote no, you'll kill it." I looked at the
If you
tape.
vote no,
You'll kill it. Yes. Okay, good.
Because I understood him to not want to vote no.
Yes, and as such, I've
And we
never
never
seen
did
such a
complete
brash
the vote.
violation of city procedure. Councilman LaPalooza voted no.
He didn't vote.
Councilman
Councilman
Galais
LaPalooza
voted
never
no.
voted.
There were 4 members present. The plan was rejected by a vote of 2 to 2.
No, the vote was,
Don't vote no, then you'll kill it. You all know that's not true. Hold on. You all know that's not true, by the way, that if you vote no, you're going to kill it. Because
Screaming doesn't change
if you reject it,
what you're
it goes
saying.
back to the planning board to issue an amended redevelopment plan. So this idea of, well, you guys are going to have a lot of bites at the apple to support this thing because if we pass it now, it's not all over, but if you vote no, you're going to kill it. You guys are misleading the people. Why the heck Mr. Camposano thinks it's his job to intervene and protect a developer? Okay, so this brings us back to Mr. Sloan. Whether it's a clerk intervening to tell a councilman not to vote no on a referendum, or a sitting council person saying our job is to push this through, a council person who now has received a nice fat check from the developer, by the way, or a city attorney stopping a line of public questioning of a developer when that developer's own lawyer is present, what has happened to the integrity of this government?
Not to build an onerous building on 46th and 47th Street. I spoke to Sal Galais. I've had conversations with Gary LaPalooza. I had a brief conversation with Jay Coffey. I sat in Warren's office, all right? Tommy, for some reason, you didn't call me back, even though I left you about 4 or 5 messages, but that's okay. You know? But next time, you can tell me to go to hell or whatever you want. But give me a call back, Tommy.
To create a town and a world that we all want to live in. And I think we're doing things ass backwards right now. All right, that's my take on it. I'm very sorry. I also don't know why we're here today because I was at the last meeting and I very clearly heard 2 no's that day, and I don't know how that objection could come through with Mr. Sloan questioning that vote. That seems extremely unethical to me. So I'm very disappointed in that because I'd like to think that we are operating and living in a democracy and not a dictatorship. That's not funny to me, Mr. Sloan. I find this very, very upsetting.
No, if you think I'm part of some dictatorship, it's
Well,
funny.
I think when you question this gentleman's response to the vote, And that's when chaos ensued.
I know,
And
but
if you did not speak, because you had no right to question his vote.
I have this
You had no right to
responsibility.
question that vote. I beg your pardon.
I have a
A
responsibility.
vote, you have no responsibility to questioning somebody's answer. This poor gentleman was put under the microscope and put in the paper, and you brought him to that place. Thank you very much. And you are responsible for all of us being back here
When
today, Mr. Sloan,
When you're done,
okay?
I'll respond.
Okay, no, because all right, when I'm done, you can respond, because we all know the answer. We all could see the footage, and there were 2 no's that evening, and there is no reason why we're here tonight. So shame on you, Mr. Sloan. Sorry, I'm calling you on it.
Was going to vote a different way than he actually voted. Well, if you have a preconceived conception or notion of how somebody's going to vote, then isn't this all a formality? People are here to speak, and what does it matter? Because the opinion's already formed, the decision's already been made. That's the impression that people in this town have. It's the impression I have.